Welcome back. I'm so glad that we're back in action. Lesson 6, getting called Get a Move On. So last time we introduced transformations. We're gonna keep getting on that exact thing. Couple videos, we have the warm-up getting started. Gonna skip a couple activities and jump right into what we think is most needed for this lesson. District is on kind of a time crunch right now, so that's why we're pushing on. Of course, if you need anything, email me stramirez4@aldinISD.org. Okay, let's do it. First things first, looking at this warm-up, you do need the calculator. Wrong one. Do need a calculator, make sure you have the TI-84. And I'm only gonna do one of them, only because this warm-up can be a little tedious, only because it's hard to see these points. I'm zooming in. If I look at number 1, I can definitely see a point right here at 0, -5, but the other point is kind of hard to locate. So I'm gonna make sure, just to avoid this, I don't think they'll have a difficult problem like this on the STAR test. If they do, they'll give you multiple choice. It'll be easy to graph. So I'm gonna skip this one just to be consistent with time restraints. Doing number 2. I can see 2 points. Let's mark them. First point I see is at 8. That point right there, the coordinates are 8, 0. We want to get into specifics. Our 8 is on the x-axis. 0 is in the middle on our y-axis. Looking at the other point, I can locate it right there. This coordinate is 0, 2. We should be able to recognize that the 0 is on the x-axis, the 2 is on the y-axis. Next, just to make it more friendly to a lot of us that haven't had the experience with the teacher, I do want to make a table x, y, and I input these coordinates into my table as is. 0 is x, 2 is y, 8 is x, 0 is y. And then we keep doing this over and over again to implement. Writing the equations is as easy as counting 1, 2, 3, 4. What I wrote right here is my steps for stat edit, stat calc 4. I'll show you how to do that real quick. And then we will write our equation of y equals mx plus b, our slope-intercept form. You will be replacing m and b, and you'll see that right now on the calculator. Let's check it out. On my calculator, I've done this before. You're gonna click stat. Here in stat, you see edit, which goes to stat edit. You have a table, L1 is X, L2 is Y, 0, 8. Go to the next column, 2, 0. Have my table ready to go. Let's double check. 0, 8, 2, 0, 0, 8, 2, 0, looks good to me. Next step is stat. Calc is right here in the middle. I do side and go down to number 4. Calculate. And I have this as my answer. Of course, I've mentioned it in previous videos. All you need to do right here is make sure you replace accordingly. A goes right here, B goes right here. Give it a second.
Savannah Monarchy, please come to the AP office at this time. Savannah Monarchy, please come to the AP office at this time.
Sorry for the interruption. And we just replace as is. So we have y equals -0.25. X, instead of the b, I have a +2 plus 2. Gonna rewrite this back on the notes. Let's tear it up. Pause if you need to. Y equals, not the m, -0.25 x That's my slope. My intercept was plus 2. Real quick, just to keep going on exactly what we're doing. If we're asking about the slope and it's not in decimal and it's a fraction, get used to the same decimals popping out in the calculator, okay? We should know from money that 0.25 is 25 cents. How many quarters go in a dollar? We got 4. So if I have 1 out of 4, that's my fraction. Don't forget a negative. Y equals -1/4 because we have 1/4. X plus 2. Same exact thing. Same exact thing. All right. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Next page. Our getting started. This is important only because, hey, we want to make sure we can graph lines. We want to make sure that if you need additional help, you get it. And there's a lot of information right here. First things first, we're going to use Desmos. Go in at desmos.com. DESMOS, we click the first one. It says graphing calculator, don't click that. Go down to the bottom. Test practice. In test practice, you click choose assessment. We are in the state of Texas. It says star, then click start. And you should be in the right one. Now, get used to doing the same thing over and over again, clicking the toolbar, adding labels. We'll do the labels right now. Steps with 1. And now we're going to take it above and beyond. Thank you to my students. They helped me out tremendously because they figured out, sir, why don't we do for the x-axis, since we know it, let's put domain. This can definitely help us out in the future. X is domain, Y is range. And don't worry, you can always open this back up. So if you're not sure what domain is, guess what? It's X. You're not sure what range is, guess what? It's Y. So it's given to us right there. And we have our grid with all the numbers, our domain X, our range Y. Let's take it a step further. We still don't know what domain is. Let's make it in parentheses. X and our range Y. Love it. This is the expectation. Should definitely help us out the day of the STAR test. Let's keep rolling. Typing in this function just as it is, g of x equals 3x minus 8. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Going right here. G of x, g parentheses x, equals 3x minus 8. And there's my line. Of course, I like to start where it hits the range, my y-intercept. This one's hitting at 0, 8. I go to my notes, come to 0, 8, make a point. Ooh. 0, 8. And we gotta learn how to graph lines. Coming up right here, boom, that's my next point. Can't really stop it on the exact spot that I want. Oh, it was right there. 1, -5, come over here. 1, -5. And let's keep going. 2, -2. 2, -2. And I should see a pattern going on right here. Up 3, 1 over. Up 3, 1 over. So I'm going to use that pattern. Up 3, 1 over. Up 3, 1 over. Up 3, 1 over. Up 3, 1 over. And of course, just to set a reminder, that pattern of 3 up, 1 over is our slope. And it's right here, 3. Just because I already know that's my slope, I'm going to label it right here, 3. And because we have our y-intercept at -8, I can also write that as well. There we go. connecting this line. Not the most beautiful line, but it's a line with some arrows to show that it's going on for infinity. And then let's talk about each specific thing. Domain, not sure what it is, you should have labeled. Domain is right here. Domain is talking about all of these numbers. Now, sir, where do I stop these numbers? Well, sir, if I zoom out, this line is going on forever and ever. Look at my domain. It has increased dramatically. I'm at 60,000. If I keep going, it's still the same line over and over again. So that is called all real numbers. Boom, question. Well, if it's happening for my domain and it's happening for my range again, and we can see my range numbers increasing dramatically all the way till we have over 1 billion trillion and it's still the same line, wouldn't that be all real numbers for the range as well? Yes, it is. So for both of these guys, we're gonna write all real numbers. All real numbers because these arrows go on forever and ever, infinity. Only time that we can actually make a statement is if they have endpoints, which is not happening right here. X-intercept, please don't forget the X-intercept is also called a 0. Coming over here, where does it hit my X? Boom. 2.667, I'll write that down. Oops, 667. And then my last one, does this line show that I'm making money or losing money? We're making some mad money, yes we are, so we are definitely increasing. I'll make some fun right here, making some money. And then we do the second one. Of course, if you don't want to watch the rest of the video, you can turn it off. I'm going to keep going just to show the next problem. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep rocking and rolling. Before anything, I could already start filling out some information. We should know this is my slope. This is my y-intercept. My slope is right here, -2/3. Also, don't forget that slope is called rate of change. Key thing on the STAR test, rate of change. B is 5, that is my y-intercept. And then of course, we'll talk about this right now in just a second. Coming to Desmos, everything still looks wonderful and beautiful. Let me double check my thing. H parentheses X equals -2/3X plus 5, coming over, wrong one. H parentheses X equals -2-3. Click it again just to get it there. X, is it plus 5? Yes, plus 5. Plus 5. And there's my line. As we can see, we're starting at 5, 0, 5. So I'm going to come over here, 0, 5. And I can start making some steps. Next point is boom, right here at 3, 3. 3, 3, make a point. Come over here. We're right here, 3, 3, coming down. Boom, that's another point right here. 6, 1. Ooh, I got it right on the spot. 6, 1. 6, 1. And I should be able to see a pattern. Went down 2/3, just like what the slope says. Down 2/3. And I can keep going. Down 2/3. Boom. If I wanted to go reverse to make the points over here, because that's what we want you to do, I'm going to go side 3, up 2. Or, this is where you could decide how you want to make your stairs. If I'm already saying down/3, 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 make these steps again. 3 is my step, going like this. We could even prove it. Down over 3 looks good. Over 3, boom. Looks good. Making our steps look exactly the same. It's probably the hardest thing for us as teachers, as students, to show slope. Because my slope is -2/3, so I want to keep showing that going down 2/3. And I've been telling my kiddos, create your stairs. Once you create your stairs, you'll see this is how we make stairs in real life. You don't want to have a messed up staircase at your house, so most definitely make some nice even stairs. Okay? Let's look at the domain and range real quick. Same situation. If I zoom out for this line, it is touching all of my numbers no matter what, okay? Obviously, if we have something that has endpoints, that would be a different story. So for both of them again, all real numbers. X-intercept, let's check. Touching my X domain right here. 7.5 looks nice. And is this making money or losing money? Am I making money or losing money? Looks like it's going down where you're decreasing. We are losing money. Terrific. This was a great warm-up and getting started. Most definitely, like I said, email me. Don't have my phone number. Email me, message me, whatever you got to do so I can make sure if you need extra questions, please let me know. Next video coming up.